Geminis, hello wise people. This is your reading. I'm starting with you because it's your season. Happy birthday to you all. I hope you're having a wonderful time. I am recording this mid-June 2024 and it's about whatever is important for you to be aware of. So this is what you need to know, what the problem is, what is crossing the situation. So what brings even more issues adds to the problem, and this is the advice. So the situation that's been highlighted is the Nine of Pentacles, and is being clarified by the Two of Cups, by the Knight of Swords, by the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So it is very possible that some of you are dealing with a Virgo person or another earth sign person. That would be Capricorn or Taurus. And it shows is about the relationship, is about the connection you to have, and one seems to be less focused on the relationship than the other one and more interested in getting on with things, keeping busy, communicating with other people and not so much with their partner. So this is the situation that's been highlighted, and the problem, or what adds to the problem, is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups clarified by the Five of Swords, the Magician, the King of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So clearly someone, one of you, in case I didn't mention, no, I didn't mention, but I'm gonna, in case you aren't aware, you can switch the energies. So you take it as it applies and where it fits. It could be you, it could be your partner. You will know that better since we talk to the collective and there are so many of you out there. So what seems to add to the problem is this confusion with the Seven of Cups and feeling, be not knowing how to move forward and how to manifest something that you want. For some of you, what you want to know or make happen is better communication that can be constructive and resolves conflicts. But clearly somebody still needs to learn how to communicate in order to resolve conflicts. And because one here seems to be focused on the relationship whilst the other one seems to be focused on outside communication instead of communicating with their partner, and has a bit more of an individualistic attitude at the moment anyway. The other one obviously feels like the communication isn't good, isn't right, is not taking things to a better place. And the advice is the Chariot, which was clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So you are being advised to move forward and not lose sight of what your wishes are, because your wishes do come true. But it's very important to remember that when we try to manifest something, the way we feel about it is key. And here there seems to be some discontentment in respect of this relationship and the success of it. For some of you, it can be also to do with a house move, something to do with a property, if not a house. It looks more like a home, to be fair, since everything is connected mainly to relationship situation. But yeah, whatever that property that you have ongoing, or you will have, since this is prediction and this stuff that is still going to happen. You got to remember that you will get what you want if you don't give up, if you also have a positive attitude and feel good about things, not doubt and shift in how you feel. Very, very important, because you will succeed. So that is the only hiccup when it comes to advice. But your confusion and what you need, but what you need to get out of is this confusion here, where you're not quite sure, or there are too many options and you don't know which way to go. I will ask if there is anything else that you need to be aware, Geminis. I mean, somebody could be too much into, we got the Three of Cups, Devil, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So again, dealing with a nerve sign person, potentially, for some of you. Some of you may feel stuck because it could be partying for some. It could be a gathering that you have to attend to and you don't particularly want. For some of you, it could be having to go to school, uni, whatever, other trainings and gaining skills type of situation, and perhaps not feeling too well at the moment, and having a bit of a defensive attitude. So again, very much feeling stuck seems to be the problem, but there is a lot of so defensive, because somebody's trying to avoid heartbreak and having regrets over their decisions. So that's why you're not quite sure how to make things happen. But if there is heartbreak that needs addressed, obviously that is about healing oneself, and probably both partners need to take time for some healing and do whatever therapy, alternative therapies or counseling, see a doctor if it's a medical situation, sorry, a health situation that needs addressing with traditional medicine. So you will know, each of you, what exactly the problem is, but you are being, however, reminded that you will get out of it. Nothing really lasts forever, and this is going to come to an end as well, and you can get your wishes. They will come true if you keep moving forward. You will be winning the Chariot always, as a card of victory. You may feel sometimes pulled sideways, but you need to bring yourself back to center and shift the way you feel. Very important how you feel. There is discontentment, so that is also a sign that somebody needs to be a bit more grateful for what they have already or what they will get, and then they will get more. And yeah, somebody needs to learn how to navigate conflicts and how to communicate in a more constructive way, a way that moves things to a better place. However, remember that it all starts with somebody not being focused on the relationship. So I will ask if there is any advice about that particular situation. Oh, they are confused as well, and they seem to be confused about work. So one seems to be unsure about their work, and that's why, and unhappy, and that's why they don't put their focus into the relationship. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an understanding of why they behave the way they do, and hopefully helps you deal with things in a better way. I'm trying to see if there is anything. So for others who aren't necessarily in a relationship, um, they are quite happy being independent. They are not ready to give their love unless they meet the right person. Um, and there is communication with someone, but they seem to be focused on this. Is also, again, I need to remind myself and to remind you, this is also stuff that may be coming that is not necessarily happening right now. So you may be on your own, totally independent, happy. You're holding on to your love. It's not that you don't want to give it, you just don't want to give it to the wrong person. And if you communicate with somebody, or you will, it may be that it doesn't start as a potential relationship. You don't necessarily look at them that way, or they don't come into your life in that um, direction. It could be to do with work, it could be just acquaintances to start with, whatever. They may be focused on work themselves as well. So another person who's fairly focused on work and business, and obviously seems independent. So that seems to be a good match there. However, the problem could be that you will feel like you don't know what to do, because there are it can just come across as a very confusing situation, and you don't know how to move forward. So you will have perhaps to give it a bit of time and communicate a bit more. And if it's somebody new that you are going to meet, so somebody that you don't know yet, you may want to wait and see how they react in situations where they are not getting what they want, where they are not happy, and see their skills for conflict resolution, because it's something very, very important in a relationship, as obviously most of you are aware. And it could also be, with all this here that we had earlier, that you might want to give it a bit of time, because one of you or somebody around one of you may be going through some difficult times and needs support. So it could be somebody who's not well, somebody who's suffering with some sort of addiction, somebody who may be going to school, so like a dependent person in a way. And it could also be somebody who's struggling with their emotions. And obviously, if one of you has that type of person around, they will need your time, your attention, their time, their attention. So you have to be patient, or you will have to decide whether you want to get involved with somebody like that. It could also be that they are completely independent people, focused on their work, everything is absolutely fine in that department. However, in their personal life, they are somebody who has been through some trauma, and they need more time to address it. However, you can still be happy and see your wish come true if you keep moving forward and don't attach yourself to anyone. So if you are single and meet this person, or you have met this person and you just don't know what to decide about them, you got to give that situation time and focus on yourself and what makes you happy and how you need to move forward in order to be happy yourself. So I hope this helps, Gemini, and until next time, beloved, and be happy.